You know that the big R tried to give you everything, every piece of little things in everywhere. Since we know that everything that we do requires money. And I know you now know that the big R deals with financial matters and financial wellness and finance cut across. And one of those important subjects in our lives is football. Football, it's a big business, and then it entertains people, it hires a lot of people. So that is why we talk about football. And don't forget that the big R stands for all the positive R words like responsibility, resilience, and so on. So my name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatse from the big R. I'm with Tshepang Kgole, who's going to be with me tonight to talk about football, especially what took place last night. Tshepang, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
No, evening, Mr. Shabalala, and to our viewers out there. And yes, thanks for having me today.
Yeah. Look, I know that we were speaking about a number of issues around local football. And then one of the old time friend by the name of Fraser Kekane, he said the goal that was scored, I don't know whether you saw that goal when Pirates were playing. Pirates scored, it was not a goal, in fact. It hit a crossbar, but it did not cross the line. So he was saying he's not sure, but he think it was a goal. And then he thought that Pirates was robbed. But you know, when you look at the replay, you saw that that ball did not cross the line. And now it makes the VAR, the video referee assistance, more urgent now. And then he was saying it's a little bit difficult for VAR to be introduced in South Africa because of the fact that the teams don't own the stadium. And then I said, I'm not sure about that. One still has to do a research as far as that is concerned. But I don't think the issue is about who owns the stadium. I think VAR is there to improve the quality of football. And I'm sure we have seen what has happened in Europe. And there are no more major controversies. And remember, VAR is not 100%. So we cannot say it's 100%. Yes, there are some controversies there and there. But the fact of the matter is, at least it brings some sanity, you know. And then, yes, people were worried, especially before it was introduced, that it will make football to wait a little bit. But everything is moving towards technology. So there was no way football can be left behind. So incident such as that one, it shows that we really, really need VAR. I don't know what's your take as far as that is concerned.
I think when it comes to VAR, um, I could say South African football can afford having video assistant referee with. So I don't know whether it's a matter of the PSL is very reluctant on having it or what, but I think that we really do need it since we need to keep up with the times and move up with the times because when it comes to bigger competitions like your AFCON, I remember the previous AFCON they did introduce VAR. It was there. So why only introduce it only in these bigger competitions than for it to start here in the league also? So it will make life easy compared to us now busy discussing the whole Orlando Pirates goal, whether there's a goal or not, which was not a goal, by the way. I think anyone who could have seen that ball, it didn't really go through. And the law actually is the whole circumference of the ball needs to go through. So it wasn't like that. So it wasn't a goal. But with VAR and goal line technology, I think it will make life a whole lot easier for us also, so that we can also adapt with the technology. hence it enhances football and makes football a whole lot easier than for us to come back the following week and start discussing the whole matter, whether it was a goal or not. So yeah, that's my take on it. But I really think we do need it. So yes.
I want to say big up to the linesman, because his call was very spot on. And remember, this guy, he was watching this thing with his naked eye. Now, some of us, we have seen it when they do the replay, all right? And so he needs to be given a thumbs up. I think the standard of refereeing in our country has improved quite tremendously. The referees are very, very good. They are doing well. So I'm very proud of the guys. I think this should be the question that we should ask to the viewers out there. Do you think South African football needs VAR? If you do think so, just say yes. If you don't think say like that, just say no. We are the richest league in Africa, and I'm sure we can afford that. That's our view because it really improves the standard of football. So the question, do you really think we need VAR in South African football? If you think we do, say yes. If you think we don't, say no. And don't forget, continue to subscribe, all right, and make comment. Tshepang, I just want to move on and go to international football. Let's look what happened last night. Let's start with the English League. I want you to come in. Which game did you watch as far as the English League is concerned?
Okay. Last night I was watching Manchester United versus Fulham. I think the game was I wouldn't say decider, but I think after Manchester City won their game, everyone was very I could say on the lookout whether Manchester United will win that game so that they can retain their spot at the top of the league,
Mm,
which
mm,
which they did. They were trailing by one goal
mm,
in the first half, but they've managed to come back and equalized. And Paul Pogba once again scoring a winning goal, the winning goal for Manchester United, and he was man of the match again. So it was a very tight game, but um, Manchester United were the better team. At the end of the day, they had the
mm,
more chances than Fulham. So
mm,
yeah, they've proven to us once again that they are actually contenders of the league. To be quite
mm,
honest,
mm,
they still number one for the past 3 weeks.
mm,
I mean, past 2 weeks. So
mm,
yeah, they really proving themselves. They really are like putting pressure actually on
mm,
Manchester City, Leicester
mm,
City, and Liverpool. So yeah,
mm,
it's really interesting. So yeah,
mm.
that's how it went down yesterday.
And we saw that Man City also they won their game 2-1 against Aston Villa, and then which at least has put them in an advanced position. And then if we look at the log, like you said, Man United is on top of the league. They've played 19 games, which means they've already completed the first round with 40 points. And then Man City, they've played 18 games with 38 points. So it's a matter of two points. And then Man United have won about 11 games. I mean, 12 games when Man City have won about 11 games. So Man United have drawn four, and then Man City have drawn five. Man United have lost three, Man City have lost two. So the teams of Manchester are leading the league. Now let's look at Liverpool, one of those big boys. They've already played 18 games. They are at number four with 34 points. So the difference between Liverpool and number one, we could say it's 6 points in fact. But remember, Liverpool has one game in hand. So if they can win that one game, so that will give them, they'll be behind with 3 points. And then Leicester City. Remember, we've been talking about Leicester City, that they've made history by moving from the championship, go and win the championship. They move all the way to the Premier League and finally winning the Premier League. As we speak, they're number three. And then they have played 19 games with 38 points. And they have won about 12 games, drawn two, lost five. And the exciting story about Leicester City is not a very expensive assembled team. It's not a fancy squad, so that tells that there's something that Rogers is doing well there, and they need to be commended. Look, we're looking forward to Mourinho and see what is he gonna brought, because we know that Mourinho is a winner. He's at number 5, having played 18 games with 33 points. So the difference between Mourinho to number 1 is 7 points. The league is very tight. And then I know out there are a lot of Arsenal fans, and then they want to know what's happening with Arsenal. Arsenal is at number 10, having played 19 games. So in other words, they've completed the first round, and then they have 27 points. But the good thing about Arsenal, they've just won their last 3 games. And the last game that they won with three goals to 0. And then that's very important. That's very positive, and that's very motivating. So now, when you look the difference between Arsenal and number 1, it's just a matter of 11 points. It's not a huge gap. It's 11 points. Remember, 11 points could be 3 games. All right, 3 games is 9, and then 4 games to be precise. So anything can happen. There's still a long way to go. So what do you think? What do you think about the league, English league? What do you think?
My
That
point
goes.
is the English league. It's quite simple.
Yeah.
Most teams started out strong.
Mhm.
Most teams started out well. Some teams started out weak, but now the weak teams are finishing strong. Let me just say, and the
Mm,
ones that started strong are actually going down.
mm,
They
mm,
becoming weak.
mm,
I feel like even your likes of, as we're saying, Manchester United started off slow, same as
mm,
Manchester City, but now
mm,
they are rising to the occasion.
mm,
Chelsea started off strong, but now it's sinking again. Same
mm,
applies to Liverpool also.
mm,
So with Liverpool also, I feel like they choking and they quite like they actually sinking.
mhm,
I could even use the word drowning also because I feel like it's hard for them to actually
mm,
keep up that standard of theirs
mm,
because now it's actually getting tough because the bigger teams are stepping up now
mm,
and they
mm,
keep on going down. So it's
mm,
going to be tough for Jurgen Klopp and his men.
mm,
It's really going to be tough because now they actually sinking. I don't know what's the problem, but they can't find that consistency. So it's becoming a problem.
mm,
And your
mm,
teams like Manchester City,
mhm,
9 games would rather lose.
mm,
Pep Guardiola and his men are really on form.
mhm,
So yeah, it's quite tricky. But I don't want to write off also Tottenham Hotspurs. They also still in it. I think they'll be in the top 4. That's me.
mm,
This is my opinion. I feel
mm,
like Mourinho has the powers for them to stay in the top 4. That's
mm,
what he's actually aiming for actually this season. But
mm,
with Leicester also, Leicester City is a big team. I think I once said this before that they've already laid a platform ever since they've won the league.
mm,
But it's just a matter of them being consistent. But they are a hungry team, so
mhm,
you can't deny a hungry team
mm,
any success.
mm,
They've proven it.
mhm,
I think season after season, and they're having one of the best seasons again.
mm,
So
mm.
it's really tight. It's really tight. But yeah, it's going to be interesting who ends up in the top 4 actually amongst all of these big teams. So yeah, it's
What
really
worries
tough.
me about Leicester, their main man is Jamie Vardy, and Jamie Vardy is getting old. I don't know what's going to happen. I see the situation similar to Barcelona. Their best players are getting old, like your Messi and so on. That's what worries me. But nevertheless, let's move on. The Bundesliga, and then Bayern Munich, they won 1-0. And then that gave them at least to hold on to position number one. And then they have opened up a 4 points gap, which is a slender gap if you compare to what Bayern Munich is used to. You know, Bayern Munich used to open up a huge gap, but this time it's a little bit tough. But also, I want us to move to Italy. In Italy, there was a Super Cup, just like it happened in Spain. The good thing about that, the Super Cup, Juventus has won the Super Cup. And that man again, Cristiano Ronaldo, has broken the record again. Cristiano Ronaldo has joined the elite players of being a player who has won more trophies. So I'm gonna give you how Cristiano Ronaldo, how many trophies has he won compared to other players. He has moved from 10th place to be a joint number 9 with Xavi by winning. So far he has won about 33 cups or trophies in his career. And then if we break it down, with Sporting Lisbon, he won 1. With Manchester United, he won 10. And then with Real Madrid, he won 16. With Portugal, he won 2. With Juventus, he has won 4 already, which is quite amazing. And then him and Xavi, they are at number 9 with 33 trophies. And then at number 7, guess what? I want you to guess who do you think? Let me ask you, who do you think is number 1?
It's obviously Lionel Messi.
All right, I'll give you the answer. I'll give you the answer. And the answer is going to shock you. At number 7 is Victor Bai with 34 and Gerald Piqué. They are joined number 7. And then at number 6, Kenny Dalglish. You still remember Kenny Dalglish? He's at number 6 with 35 trophies. At number 4, we have Ryan Giggs with 36. And then same number 4, your man, Lionel Messi, it's at number 4 with 36 trophies. At number 2, it's Maxwell with 37. And guess with who? Andres Iniesta, 37. And guess who's number 1? Dani Alves with 42 trophies. So that's the lineup, the top 10. The top 10. So Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, they continue to break records after records. Although I'll continue to remind you that when you compare the statistics of the two, you must always bear in mind that Cristiano Ronaldo has played 148 games more than Messi. That should be taken into consideration. Then I'm going to give you statistics of the player who scored most goals, okay, at national level at the World Cup finals. Most goals. Who do you think is that? The player who scored most goals at World Cup finals. Who's leading? These are the records that I have. Sorry, before you come in, these records are as true as December 26, 2020. Who do you think is leading? Who scored most?
I think it's between Ronaldo from Brazil and Miroslav Klose. Between the two. Miroslav Klose from Germany, yes.
All right.
Yes.
Then we'll check where is Ronaldo, where is Klose. Number one. I'm starting with number 1. Is that man again, Lionel Messi. He has scored 29 goals in the World Cup finals out of 34 games. Number 2 is an Argentinian again, Di Stefano. He has scored 19 goals out of 28 games. So the gap between Di Stefano and Messi is 10. And number 3, it's Cristiano Ronaldo, having scored 19 goals out of 28 games. And number 4, it's Gerald Muller, having scored 16 goals out of 21 games. Number 5, it's Ferenc Puskas, 15 goals out of 24. At number 6, the bottom, number 6, just give me a guess. Ronaldo from Brazil is not there.
Yeah.
Number 6.
um, Number 6.
Yeah,
Do we give it to Klose?
it's Pele.
Oh,
Pele at number 6. Can you imagine? You never thought of that, isn't it? All right.
yes, yes.
And let's rush to Spain again. Last night there was the games for Copa del Rey, and then there was a shock as far as Copa del Rey is concerned. Real Madrid have been knocked out of Copa del Rey, and remember that was top 32, still
Yes.
top 32. They've lost, they're out, they lost 2-1, but this is how the game unfolded. Real Madrid, they were leading, all right. After Eder Militao headed across from what's his name, from his Brazilian counterpart Marcelo, to give a Real Madrid a lead. They led until the last 10 minutes when Jose Solbes equalized with 10 minutes left, and the game was then forced to go to extra time. And then at about 110 minutes, the game, Alcoyano, which is the team that they were playing, Real Madrid, they were reduced to 10 men after one of their players got a red card. It was at 110th minute. And then, but they held on until deep in the extra minute. They got a winner. So they won 2-1. But Pires has said he's not going to fire Zinedine Zidane now, although they have already lost. Remember, they were knocked out of the Super Cup the previous week. Now is Copa del Rey. So within a short space of time, they have been knocked out. So we don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's your take as far as this situation is concerned. What do you take? What do you want to say? And remember, again, I still ask the question, do you think VAR should be introduced in South Africa? Video assistance referee should be introduced in South African football. If you agree, you say yes. If you don't agree, you say no. And then, like I said, it's motivated by the fact that we saw the ball between Orlando Pirates. Some people think that Pirates were robbed. And then we know that we're also talking about Celtics. So do you think that we need a video assistant referee to assist our referees? So, Tshepang, what's your take about Copa del Rey?
No, I feel
This
like
game of
Zinedine.
Madrid and Alcayano.
No, I feel like Real Madrid are just going through a phase. Um, Ever since they've won that, they let I will call it the La Decima. They've won that treble of the Champions League. Um, they're just going through a phase whereby I think each and every team has their time, whereby they can dominate football internationally for the next, I don't know, let me just say 3 to 4 years. Everything has its time. I think they've got nothing to lose so far, given the fact that it's not so long ago since they've won that La Decima. So they're just going through a phase. It's normal like any other team. And we can't really blame Zidane at this point. I feel like he's doing everything right. He has just won them the league actually last season when he was brought back again at Real Madrid.
Mm.
So why is it now that if they just losing trophies now, then we are considering of to fire him? So who's going to replace Zidane if he's actually going to be fired? Let me just say, or sacked. So for now, I don't think we should panic or anything. He still has the Champions League to play, and the league is still running even now. So I don't think there is anything for him to worry about at this moment, but just focus on the next trophies that are ahead of him that are still available, and then he will take it from there.
Now, do you think the departure of Cristiano Ronaldo has affected the team? That's one. Do you think it is the right time for them to recruit Ronaldo back? Remember, Ronaldo will be 36, I think next month, if I'm not mistaken, he will be 36. Do you think they need to recruit Ronaldo back? Remember, Ronaldo still loves Madrid.
I don't really think they need him, to be honest. Karim Benzema actually closed, I could say, a void that Cristiano Ronaldo left within the team. Um, Benzema is actually on form at the moment. Since last season, even this season, he's still scoring goals for them. So no one really thinks about Ronaldo at this point, to be honest. That's why I'm saying Real Madrid. We're not saying it's a bad team at the moment. They're just going through whatever that they're going through. But I don't think Cristiano Ronaldo is the answer to them at this point, because they've managed to survive the previous season without him, and they've won the league. So I really don't think there's a need for him to actually go back to Madrid. Um, Compared to him and Messi, this is my opinion, but I think a lot of people could agree. If Lionel Messi would leave Barcelona, we could actually feel that he actually left Barcelona, because you can tell by some games when he's not even playing, when the guys are just playing without him, you could tell that there's a void that's being left. Something is missing. They don't play, they don't tick the same compared to when he's there. But when he's there, you could actually feel his presence. So with Ronaldo, it's also the same thing. Benzema has suddenly stepped up since Cristiano Ronaldo left Real Madrid. So it's something that we can't dwell much on, because the team hasn't cried that much that they could say they really miss Cristiano Ronaldo. So yeah, that's just my comparison. But I don't think they really need him at this point. Yeah, they don't really need him. So yeah.
Do you know that Barcelona, they've played plus minus 8 to 10 games without Messi? They've won all those games without Messi. All right. So I want you to take that into consideration. Of course, Barcelona without Messi will be different. And it's not only Barcelona, even La Liga. Hence, Tobias was saying, the president of La Liga was saying, yes, Cristiano Ronaldo left, Neymar left, we couldn't feel it much. Iniesta left, Xavi left, but with Messi, it's unimaginable. We don't think if Messi leaves, our football will be the same. We don't anticipate to see that situation. We want to hold on to Messi because he is our V brand. That's the president of the Spanish league, La Liga. That's what he said. So I hear what you are saying, and then but we'll see what's going to happen as time goes on. And then remember tonight, um, Barcelona. They are they are they are playing. They are playing the Copa del Rey. Messi is not playing, and then that game will be streamed live. All right, it's not on TV, but it's on live stream. So I hope you'll be able to watch, and then I'll watch the game myself too. It starts at 10, and then yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen. And then we'll talk again tomorrow. And don't forget to keep on giving us your responses as far as, do we think that as we speak, in the country which is South Africa, do we need video assistance referee or not? If you say yes, just say yes. If you think no, just say no. And please don't forget to subscribe. And thank you very much to those people who subscribe and people who are watching. Tshepang, thank you very much. Just say farewell to the listeners and the viewers.
No, thank you very much for a lovely show, Mr. Shabalala, and thank you to the viewers. Please keep on liking, comment, subscribe to our channel, and we'll gladly give you more content going forward. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you.